Hello, all the magical people out there, and welcome to Magic Bringers Rising for October 2nd through the 8th. And welcome back, but long story. But we have a beautiful cosmic pentagon in the sky this week, and we are heading toward eclipse. So find out what all of this beautiful magic has to do with you, your energy, and your manifestations.
Welcome to Magic Bringers Rising Chats, the show by Super Secret Powers. I'm your host, Lindsay Baldessano, and let's get ready for a dose of energy healing, channeled guidance, and humor to keep your intuitive flow open and your roots grounded so you can lead the life of healing, spiritual purpose, and magic that you want.
Before we jump into today's episode, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the sessions that I am promoting this month because, eclipse season, Samhain, Magic. I will be booking them a little bit slower than I thought I would just because I want to not be like this when I do your session. But this month I am promoting my activated sessions. So if you want to stand tall, looking in the mirror with clear eyes that radiate confidence, if you want to understand your value and wear it like a cloak of strength, if you want your intuitive powers to amplify so that you can make swift, informed, and empowered decisions, and if you want every aspect of your being, from your mind to your spirit to your emotions and your soul, to be united and in harmony, allowing a deep sense of peace, and so that you can wake up every day feeling a little bit better, a little bit more like yourself, a little bit more aligned and activated, right? On purpose, full of intention, mission even. Well, I have just the session and the session package for you. It is a deep dive into the Akashic and the energy realms where you're just going to emerge renewed and feeling activated once more. One session is $144. It's 45 minutes. Of course, you get the recording. If you purchase the intensive breakthrough package, you get 5 sessions. You get custom clearing meditations that you can work on in your own time. You get extra email and chat follow-up. You get a custom, made for you light language breakthrough video. And I'm going to send you, after the first session, a custom crystal toolkit specifically programmed for you and what you're going through and what you would like to achieve. So that way you have a full complement of things to help you as you move through this beautiful magical eclipse month and a half, because 5 sessions, and so that you can take this deep dive and really make this time count for something a little bit more than, I'm prepping for another Thanksgiving. Another holiday season that I have to start shopping for. Make this time really matter for you so that you can go into 2024 feeling activated, feeling like you have a plan. You have a plan for your life and what you want and what you're going to focus on, right? So your energy is clear and that you are energized and that you are feeling activated. So, welcome back to Magic Bringers Rising. Welcome me back. But for those of you who are actually able to feel normal and not feel completely sick, we do have a beautiful week ahead. We have a cosmic pentagon in the sky, which is going to kind of help us hone in on where we need more care, attention, and where we need to start working our craft a little bit more in our lives. So the cosmic pentagon really reminds me of this tarot card from the Rider-Waite decks, where the guy, it's a pentacle card. I think it might be 7. But the guy is in his workshop and he's working on creating each of the pentacle discs, and they're kind of lined up to show that he's been working on this for a while. So it kind of like, it reminds me of that. That's what it feels like to me, even though that's a 7 and we're talking about 5 energy because pentagon, but still. That's just what it reminds me of. That's what the energy says to me. Just keep, working on your craft. Make sure that you are applying yourself the way you know you need to whatever given situation or thing that you are working on this week. There's a couple Master 11 days coming up. We're back into the Master 11s. We had 5 months straight of only Master 22s. So the energy is changing, and it has changed. If you've been, I don't know when that was. Never mind. In some of my videos recently, I don't know if you were watching them or not. I was talking about how like this really feels like new beginnings. Like this is finally where the point where in 2023 we're finally getting past the big transition that had to happen. The big alchemy that's been going on really behind the scenes and in the soul sense. And now we can finally start like kind of like paving the way for 2024, but I wouldn't get too ahead of yourselves yet. Just because we still have to live out these last 3 months and, live them out as if this is still 2023. Because it is, but it isn't. I don't know. We're in a weird transition state for the last 3 months of the year, the next 3 months, last 3 months, whatever. So, really just make the most of it and make sure that you are also paying attention to what you want to experience these next 3 months instead of getting all caught up in, the rush of the holiday seasons, right? So, wow. So Monday we have some Mercury energy. Tuesday we have a Master 11 day, and we have Mercury trine Pluto. We have the sun and the moon doing a thing, inspiring some aligned action midweek on Wednesday. Thursday, we have a little bit more Saturn stuff coming in. It might feel a bit heavy. It might, trigger some overwhelm. But this is where we want to just, we want to sink back in and remember what the inspired action is. Just remember to sink back into flow, and that inspired action doesn't mean we have to all be all on 24/7. Pump it out, pump it out, pump it out. Because inspired also means that it's, it's still coming, and we're still looking for further refinement and inspiration on our actions and our vision as we go forward. So don't mind if it has to take that slower pace, and certainly don't harsh yourself over it. And then over the weekend, we're 1 week to eclipse on Saturday already. I don't know where the time went. I mean, I do. I was in bed, but we also have the Draconids meteor shower, which should be quite amazing energy-wise, because, dragons are powerful. They're majestic. They really help us step into our own sovereignty. And Sunday we have a Mars square Pluto, so, just watch your ambitions, watch your pushy old self if you have one of those. Just remember, like, again, it's the sink back. Not everything has to be done right now, right this second. No matter what sense of time you might be having this week, because it might feel like everything is flying by, it's still not a reason to push, because the more you push, the faster it's going to feel like it's flying by. You want to relax back into the moment and let some of that stillness back in so that you can really experience the moment a little bit more. But next week, we have Pluto going direct, and we have the new moon eclipse. So we are really in for a lot of beautiful magic, beautiful alchemy this month. And we are going to move on to light language in just a minute. So, welcome to the light language portion. I should really rename it because it's not always light language. Sometimes it's sound healing, sometimes it's meditation, sometimes it's whatever it needs to be to kind of create more balance and more beautiful homeostasis for the given week with the given cosmic influences, right? And this week, I'm looking at my notes, but it's not even in my notes. This week, I'm thinking about it. We're thinking about it. And I was like, because this is about aligned, inspired action. Like these next 2 weeks going into eclipse season. I expect a lot to be percolating. I even expect the Schumann stuff to hit a little bit spiky. I know. Words, and a head cold and a chest cold. And I'm like, we're winging this shit. No, we're not. We're not. But, but so many of us live up here. And up here and in the 12th and beyond and up into the grid. So many of us witchy, light workers, starseed people don't do enough living down in here. And when we get downloads and when we get inspiration, it all kind of lives up here. And it's all in the head. And it's all us trying to figure it out and analyze it and put it into motion without giving it legs in the real world. I do it too. and that's really the basis of half my work is I had to learn how to really embody a lot of things that only ever lived in my head, lived in my thoughts, lived in my imagination, lived it, any place else, but in the center of me where all the fuel is for creating things in this world and making the decisions and loving the growth process and having I'm hitting my belly, this is the sacral area, fueling things with pleasure and joy and enjoying the process of doing it, of creating it. Yeah. So, what I want to do today is I asked my friends to help me create a little thing to go here to help you anchor in downloads. Aligned inspired action. Yes, that's what we're calling it this week. But downloads. So that you have a place to, let's say, analogy-wise, plant the seed. And you have some place to hold it, and you have some place that is going to attach it to your fuel system, the rest of your 3D matrix. The rest of your, I'm not even going to say 3D matrix, because just because this exists in the 3D, it's not like it doesn't exist in the 4D and the 5D and the blah, 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 blah. It does, it's just less, But the structure of what we have here is, resonant in all of the other dimensions, all of the other energy octaves. I don't know. I don't think octaves is quite the right word, but yeah. There you go. But so we have it in the center of our being. And we're just going to create a little cocoon. So just what I want you to do here is just, of course, breathe deep. So you can close your eyes. You don't have to watch me in my magnificent hat. Just for the moment, recognize just how safe and how good everything is in your body. even if you're a little snuffly like me. And just rest. And allow your heart rate to slow down. And your breathing to become more deep and automatic. And now, just bring your attention down into your lower heart, kind of in between your solar plexus and your regular heart chakra. And just allow energy begin to collect in this space. It might help just to hold your hands in front of it and almost picture a ball of energy. You can grow it, expand it, let it change colors. Make sure it's purified. And now we charge it with intention. You can say this along with me. I intend for this sphere, with the help of my guides, guardians, allies, ancestors, to be a space, a clear, nurturing container for all of the beautiful downloads, inspired aligned action, seeds to grow within me. And I fill this space with everything needed to nurture it, to nurture these downloads, so they take root on their own. And I commit myself, at least for this week, perhaps for this month, do what feels right for you, to fill this space daily with new energy and new intention for my downloads. And just when you're done, push it slightly in, ever so slowly. Let it absorb into your body. Move it deeper, further back into your spine. And allow the energies that are flowing through your hara line, your central line, to accommodate for this new little structure, this new little blessing ball. And run your energy through it, around it, as you feel it needs to be. And when you are done with this month, with this season's eclipse downloads, also intend for it to disintegrate on its own. allow the energies at that point to return where they're most needed, whether that is earth, further healing for you, or even a new blessing ball for the new year. But now, whenever you feel you need to, get back in touch with the downloads, with what magic is brewing for you this season, you can simply hold here and allow some energy to collect and just kind of nurture that within yourself and picture things growing and rooting and taking shape as you need to. All right, my loves, thank you so much for tuning in to Magic Bringers Rising this week. I hope this has helped. I hope you have found this very useful and very fun. And you can laugh at me and my cold. That's fine. Though, of course, a little light and love for me too wouldn't hurt. Yeah, and I will see you around on Wednesday for the Living with Intuition chat with my friend Andrea. All right? Bye for now.